whenever the user login into the login pad, he is not able to log into the application. That means he is not able to log into the login pad. So what will be the issues we are going to troubleshoot? So how to fix SAP login issues? So the first one is we need to check it from the user side. So because he is not able to log into the login pad, so we need to check from user side first. So the first we need to check whether the GI pad, if it is connecting to application or not. How we are going to check? So we are having so many connections. So you just double click on it. It's supposed to come like this. If it is not coming, like if it is any issues related to that, we need to troubleshoot on that. And then after, which client is entering and which system is connecting. He is connecting to development, quality or production, and as well which login group is connecting, and the entered username, the user ID is correct or not, the entered password is correct or not. Sometimes what happens with the keyboard, sometimes the caps lock may be switched on. The caps lock on means everything is entering caps lock also only. For example, the user may be like, for example, he's entered the wrong client number, and the user, the entered the username is, sometimes he maybe wrong username is entering, and if client number the username is also fine, the entered password may wrong. If he's entered anything, the username or password, so we are going to, the user is going to get like this, name or password is incorrect. So for this we need to check. So from user side we need to check what is his password. So by entering the right password, the user is able to log into the application. This is how the user can able to log into the, see here, the client number, the user, application. Next, so check application is running or not. That means the connected application, the AP file is our application ID, right? Right now I just now show it to you. This connected application is currently running or not. We need to check. How we are going to check? By using the control commands. So what is our application ID? If you want, you can check cd sap mnt ll. So these main applications are available. I am switching to AP5 ADM. So how we are going to check whether the application is working or not? cd pro ln. So what is our instance number? PS instance number is 03. So what is the command to check? SAP control commands, right? -nr03 is our PAS. function get process list. See, everything is running. Sometimes this may be stopped to log in into the system. Suppose, for example, if we give stop command, this logon pad is suddenly going to be off. It is suddenly going to be shut down. See here. So once this process completes, we can check it in the backend. SAP control -nr03. See, it already stopped. Application server is shut down. So it is giving previously green status. If you want to check the status right now, so now it is went into gray. That means stopped. So whenever you tried any connection, it is not going to be connected because this error we are going to get. So this is the reason the user is not able to log into the login pad. So once you restart, then only it is going to be allow you to log into the system. The user can able to log into the system. If you want to check the status, watch SAP control -nr 03 function get process list. See, watchdog is running. One by one it is going to be run. See, everything is went to green. Now you can check the status. For going back, just get process list. So everything is running. So now you can connect to the application. So once you start the application, the user can log in into the logon pad. So this is the reason the user is not able to log into the system. If connection is okay, if GUI pad, logon pad, the application is everything is fine, now the user is not able to log into the system again. So, and we need to check by hitting the SU01 T code. So we need to enter the username, and then after we need to whether the user may got logged or the password may expired, which he using the password may be expired. So for that we need to unlock the user to log into the system. If password is expired, we need to reset the password and we need to provide the temporary password to the user. So for that temporary password is going to log into the system. So whenever he is logging through the temporary password, the system is asking you to change the password, his own password. And let's see, SU01. So, and I'm entering the username here, Sahil. See here, if the user is may got locked, see here the user Sahil locked. That means if he tries to log in again into the system with the username, how he is going to get Sahil, the password, user is locked, notify the person responsible. Who is responsible? Basis team is responsible to lock and unlock, and as well they can consult security team as well for this. The user administration, the role administration is taken care by security team. And if you come here and you just click here unlock. So once you click unlock, the user file is unlocked, permitted to enter the system. Now we try with the password. See, he can able to log into the system. This way the users can log into the system. Next, and password may expired. So for this the user password may got expired. So where we can set the password expiration things. So why we are giving the password expiration, the password validity. So those who are working for a part time, those who are working like a contract basis. So for that users we are going to give the validity. So from date to validity. So for that, if the user is required, we need to like we need to increase the validity based upon the approvals, and you just change it and you just save it, and the user can able to log into the system. So once you change the password validity, and here also you can change the password. Like the user is everything is fine, he is not able to log into the system, he may forget the password. At that time also we just click change the password, you just click the new password. So whatever the password as admin, you just give the temporary password, you just provide to the user. The user can able to log in with the temporary password. Whenever he log in, he can able to change the password. Check the user connecting to correct message port number or not. or which login group is connecting and which host number is connecting. So by this we can check this login group host number is interlinked and the port number is also interlinked. See here. This is on login group, right? We need to check. So which group is connecting and which application ID is connecting. So after that, which message server is connecting. So whether he is connecting to proper port number or not, 3600 or what or not, like 3602, 3600, what are the right port number we need to mention here. So and then after, which group is connecting, the instance, which instance is connecting. So these many things we need to check. Next, SAP application server not running. So I just now show it to you. Check with the SAP control command. If the SAP is not working, you're going to restart with the start commands, right? This is the way we can check. And also, if the database is not connected to the application, that may be the issue. At that time, we need to check with the R3 times -d. See here. So once you switch to application, we need to hit the R3 trans -d is the command to check whether it is connected to the database or not. So it's supposed to give the 0000. It is connected to the database. There is no issue with the connectivity. And thereafter, if it is an issue, it is connected, but the database is working or not, also we can check. Moreover, there is no issues because database is always running, because every data is going to be finally stored into the database. So mostly we are going to check with initially we are going with the application issues. If it is the database is not stopped, we are going to use the same commands, SAP control command, the same commands we are going to use start and get process list. Check user network issues. Network issues also one of the reason. So he is connected to the application, he is connected to the OS, but whether his network, he may got the network issues, like by that also we need to check. How we are going to check the network issues? So what is your host address? So you just give the ping address. You just give like this. It is supposed to give the response in milliseconds like this. So if it is a network issue, we need to contact with the OS team. Operating system is always there. We need to contact them. We need to mail them. So they're going to give the right direction, like how we are going to connect. If there is any VPN is there, how, like if it is anything there, they are going to resolve the issue on that if it is a network issue. And also we need to check S license. So S license may got expired. Where we can check this S license? So you just hit the T code S license in. So we can find the, like once you hit the S license T code, you will get the like expiring yarn. So these things we can get. So by this we can get the S license expiration information, at what date it is going to be expired. If it is already expired, the user may not going to be logged into the system. This is also one of the reason the user is not able to log into the system. And also sometimes like we need to download it from the support service marketplace, that is SAP support.com, and once you download it from, we need to upload it into the S license, S license T code. And also one more reason is like SAP GUI is not upgraded, because if it is everything is fine, it is lower version. It is everything is on higher version. Application network NetWeaver, everything is on higher version, but GUI may lower version. Like for this we need to upgrade to the latest one, then the user can able to connect to the application. So these are the most common issues, the user not able to log in into the login pad. So this way we can fix the login issues. Thank you.